Yo, Giga fam, I got you covered with the absolute best tips and tricks to get you started on endgame, save you literally dozens of hours on your camo grind, and get the best experience possible on this awesome new extraction PvE open world mode in Black Ops 7. Smash that like button if you end up liking the content. Subscribe with notifications on. If you're new around here, we would love to have you in the Giga fam where it's about you. It ain't about me. And let's get into it. So I just wanted to point out that the game is 100% soloable. I know some people were worried about that. Maybe you don't have friends. Maybe you like to just vibe out by yourself. I got to combat rating 60, which is the max level. Humongous power spike as you level up without any help. And I also turned off squad fill. So I was completely alone for that grind, and it was not an issue. In fact, I might even encourage it for your camo grind, just because if you guys are running around together, you're kind of stealing each other's kills that are going to contribute toward camos. Obviously, if you're trying to tackle some of the more difficult challenges in the game, it's going to help to have friends. But as far as I know, all the content in the game right now, up to the final boss, is doable as a solo. So pretty cool that we have that option. The next thing is, obviously my son is only level 7. He has not completed the campaign. If you have a friend that has completed the campaign and has endgame unlocked, you can jump in together. If you want to grind endgame though, I do recommend beating the campaign just so you can host your own kind of solo lobbies for camo grinding, working toward that absolutely beautiful Genesis camo. But maybe if you're uncertain about the mode, hop on somebody's host that has it and just give it a shot and see if you like it. Couple tips just in the loadout screen before we jump in that I'll get to really quick. For major ability, I highly recommend Crash Cart. You can actually revive yourself every time you have this major ability up. You really don't want to wipe your combat level, guys. The power spike from level 1 to 60 is like staggering. I think you get like an 8x damage buff on top of all these skill tracks, which right now, and I have gone in and tested them for like camo grinding, all that good stuff. I highly recommend some combination of Gunner, Surgeon, Berserker, and Bulldozer. So you really want to grind out those levels and get all those skill trees leveled up. You get some insane stuff. Special note is on the Surgeon, you get off the floor, which enables you to kill an enemy from last stand and bring yourself back up. So even further insurance policy on top of all kinds of crazy in-combat buffs on these skill lines. For your minor ability, I highly recommend Grappling Hook because while the kinetic jump can lead into wingsuit more consistently, right? Like even when you're out in an open field, the grappling hook is just too good overall because you're kind of slingshotting yourself into the wingsuit, right? So instead of going from 0 meters per second horizontally on the kinetic jump, you are going like super fast into the wingsuit. So you're able to cover way more ground. And so I think overall grapple hook, as of the data I have right now, is just going to be a much faster way of map traversal. But regardless of the skill track you choose, you're going to be leveling up your health, you're going to be getting access to extra plates, and you're going to be moving significantly faster. So it's definitely important to level up. I know there's going to be people that find like different cheesy spawn points of enemies where they can just kind of farm crit kills. I'm not really going to get into that type of exploitative behavior, but even as people start to discover stuff like that, I definitely recommend first order of business, get your combat rating up, because then if you decide to do a farm like that, you're going to be one-tapping everything because you're just going to be that much more powerful and safe. All right, we're going to jump into an end game together. I'm going to help my boy level up as quickly as possible. I'm going to show you guys some more insane tips. Make sure you stick around for the camo grinding tips. You're not going to want to miss them. They will save you so much time and headache. While this is loading up, guys, don't forget that we still have access to our XP, weapon, and battle pass tokens from BO6. I know a lot of you guys are going to have those stacked up. Make sure you're popping those consistently. So your first order of business should be just banging out combat rating levels and going for crits. So you're just banging out missions because they give a ton of XP, and it's the best way to do it, baby. So we're going to kind of try to settle the grapple versus kinetic jump debate on which one is better for map traversal. Yeah, I have a tree available to me, which I won't always, but I mean, usually if you're good at timing your grapples, you should have stuff that you can get some elevation with. So you kind of just want to time the grapple with kind of the furthest distance from the point you're going to grapple to, just so it's launching you forward the most before you hit your wingsuit. So we'll let Taj start a little bit ahead of me with that in mind, and we'll just kind of see. Kill this dog first, griefing us, and we'll get it going. 3, 2, 1, go. And as you can see, I end up going a little bit further. And I also think the cooldown is shorter on grapple as well, which just further factors into why I kind of prefer it. You can go kinetic jump if you want, but I just think grapple is going to be like the best bet overall. And like that one, I could really get some crazy height because it's kind of launching me up too. So it's good stuff. Squirrel man. So in addition to leveling up our character, getting more powerful that way, we also got to make sure we have the right gear and weapon levels. So main thing with gear is just to make sure you always have a self-revive. If yours gets popped for one reason or another, you can just head over to a strongbox crack. And if you don't have a self-revive, for me, it's been like 100% spawn. So if you do at least a couple, you're virtually guaranteed to get one. So strongbox crack is just going to involve kind of protecting this safe area while like ads spawn in. And we're just getting more headshots as that happens. And to upgrade your weapon, you're going to want to visit a command center. It's going to be epic quality, which is really, really good in tier 3, and rare quality in tier 2 on command centers. I'll show a little clip from yesterday just so you can like make sure you don't miss these weapon upgrades. They're really, really important, man. It's the only way to up the rarity on your loadout guns that you bring in. Obviously, you can find guns of different rarities, but in order to upgrade those loadout guns, you definitely want to make sure you roll by a command center ASAP. Nice, dude. We'll have this epic. Yeah, baby. Another thing to keep in mind is that these raiders count towards special kills, which is very important for your camo grind. It will save you probably at least a dozen hours total on your camo grind. Like, you can find various areas around the map that have a ton of raiders and bang out that final challenge toward gold camo like so quickly. It's going to be much, much, much faster for you than trying to grind like HVTs, stuff like that. You could still do HVTs, like if you're working for headshots on one gun and then swap over to the gun that needs the special kills. But, you know, I'll leave that up to you guys. If you're specifically going for special kills, find good spawn points for raiders. And make sure you don't mix up these sentinel white helmets with the raiders. They are just a standard enemy. You're looking for a black helmet on those raiders. So really important for the drone kills camo challenge. I believe it has like drones, dogs, turrets. If you go to these surveillance control missions, these guys will spawn little drones, and it'll save you so much time instead of having to run around looking for turrets and dogs and some of these sentries. Like these little guys, there was 2 right there. I mean, it's just insane. You'll get it done almost instantly. The rest of the camos that I've seen are honestly self-explanatory. So as long as you integrate those raider kills to help you bang out your specials and these mini drone kills on the surveillance controls, you're going to be getting your camos done in no time, man. 250 crits compared to 2,000 on Modern Warfare Zombies. It's going to be a really quick camo grind, guys. So, guys, there's a couple bugs you need to be aware of with Exfils. I have not wiped yet. This will save you. So, there is a bug where sometimes when you press the Exfil, nothing will show up, okay? And the enemies will be invisible to you, as well as they won't attack you. It's a really weird bug. I did get it once. What you want to do is when you jump in, check an escape, and if it shows up good for you, you're good to go. You can go about your business, have fun. If you get the bug, I would recommend basically spending, especially if you're high level, obviously if you're level 1, I don't know, just don't even worry about it. or maybe get out of there because your progress probably isn't going to save. But yeah, if you're high level and you want to preserve that beautiful combat level, all your buffs, just start looking for someone exfilling. They can kind of start it for you, and you can kind of piggyback off of what they're doing. Another bug I have noticed on exfils is sometimes the door of the VTOL won't open. And I'll show you guys what you can do to overcome that. And also, guys, these count as an elite. So that's a really good way once you're on the last camo challenge to bang out elite kills. Is just kill these bad boys that spawn on the escapes, and you could just dip and head to the next one if you want. So we just get on top of the VTOL if the door doesn't open for you. And I have confirmed the exfil will count. So we were able to escape riding on top of the VTOL. I'm gonna go coach my son's basketball game. I hope you guys learned something. If you have any tips to share with us, drop those down in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one, Giga fam. Peace.